Hello and welcome back to PowerSlave. Today we're heading to the last set of levels, starting with Kilmaat colony here, so we're gonna take the fight to the evil aliens.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. And why this weird structure's in the middle of Egypt.
Yeah, we actually start in the sort of Canyons of Chaos area. We can see these are the same textures and everything. The wonderful skull walls here. And some skull floors as well. So it's very exciting stuff indeed. And we start off pretty much as kind of where we left off really in the last level.
Yeah, we've got the same gimmick here of needing to find the right height, huh?
Oh, hello. So, say hello to one of the Kilmaat soldiers. I think they have an actual name, but I forget what it was.
Why was he just imprisoned?
I don't know, for crimes against the Kilmaat Empire, I guess.
Clearly he could have been an ally. But then I guess he attacked first, so...
Yeah, that's not a very good ally, you see. Now we just carefully make our way to this switch here. Carefully, because there's some lasers down there and that is not ideal. So yeah, we have now activated that, so now we just have to maneuver ourselves without touching the lasers. And then just get up once more.
Hovering to maintain your vertical height is still such a weird idea.
I probably should have used the manacle on that guy, but whatever. It works. Yeah, it does kill one of the Kilmaat soldiers in one hit, but of course it does have the charge, and it's a little bit cumbersome to use, so I don't use it that much.
Right.
The Kilmaat soldiers they're basically an upgraded version of the Anubises. They walk around and throw these projectiles, which do come out way faster than the Anubis ones, and are much harder to dodge.
I was about to say, where'd your little homing projectile go, but then I saw the guy on the left.
And also the Ring of Ra, not actually all that bad from close range, because, you know, you hit the enemy with all of the little fireballs. And that damage does add up.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking for some pickups. I do quite like this transition between the sort of Canyons of Chaos and the Kilmaat level.
It is kind of neat, yeah.
Because we are now in this sort of alien architecture. And we have a pretty simple puzzle here with these switches. I think I did a little bit wrong there, but never mind. There we go. And we can see our camel body right over there, so if we wanted to be a goblin, we could just boost ourselves up there and be done with this level, but we're not doing that, of course, because we like pain and suffering. In case you couldn't tell, I am not the biggest fan of these Kilmaat levels. So let's see here. Now in here, let's see here, I do have a Kilmaat soldier in there. We can also see a full health, but of course we can't fit through this window.
We're just too big.
Indeed, we are too hench. That's gonna be a problem in just a bit, as you will be able to see. As soon as we take care of these little bugs. Yeah, one reason I'm not too fond of these levels is that, well, this could really be any FPS from this era. Because we have these sort of generic aliens and alien architecture and all that sort of stuff, and you know, the sort of first half, maybe the first third of the game, that is a vibe, because you're kind of like wandering around these Egyptian temples and shooting these Anubises and all that stuff. But now it's kind of just, whatever. We got the aliens. They're bugs, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, this is a lot less visually interesting.
I do like the color palette in these levels, though. The sort of teal.
I'm with you there. Like, color-wise, like this is kind of neat. Enemy-wise, it's like, eh.
Also a pretty cool skybox.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
But this level itself is not amongst my favorites, and I don't think it's among anyone's favorites. Somehow I actually dodged the projectile there, I'm not sure how.
Good job.
Yeah, I meant to do that. Okay, so we are coming to the sort of the main set piece of this level. The one everyone remembers and everyone hates. We got some lasers. Let's go, baby!
Didn't realize we were walking into a Mission Impossible sequence.
Oh, hell yeah, we are. Now, remember what I said about the hitbox?
Oh, jeez.
That was my fault, I clearly went too far to the right there. So let's try that again, shall we?
Ada Wong, you are not.
The problem with this is it's really difficult to actually kinda estimate when your hitbox is, well, hitting one of the lasers. Okay, so far so good.
This feels like they really wanted to justify the height gliding thing.
You also check this out. Sometimes you can walk underneath this one, but not always. I'm not sure what decides when you can walk underneath that, but clearly it didn't work that time.
It's a good thing they have a checkpoint here.
Yeah, I mean on the Saturn I would have had to restart this level like 4 times by now. I could have also just cut those unsuccessful attempts out, but I want to show you how this actually works. Okay, come on, come on. Carefully does it.
I think this kind of thing works better in third person when you have like full view of your hitbox. But yeah, like you were saying, like it's really weird trying to estimate what your hitbox is in first person.
I think a lot of first-person games intentionally use a smaller hitbox. But our boy here, he has a hitbox the size of fucking Texas, so you try to dodge any lasers with that.
He both has like a weirdly small hitbox and also a very large one at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird.
Also, you can see that this path we are on is lit up. That is important.
I will try to keep note of that.
Because as long as we stay on this path, the lasers go off. As soon as we step off the lit up path, the lasers come back.
I see.
I think you can just get back to it. I mean, I did get back to it because I grabbed the key and that was not lit up, so you can try that as many times as you want if you happen to walk away from it, but it's also a slight problem because the player might actually not realize that it's actually a mechanic and it's not just lit up because it looks cool. It's kind of a thing you just have to, well, basically through trial and error. Oh, okay, this shuts off the lasers. Okay.
Sure.
Just hit the checkpoint there. Oh, I think one of the Kilmaat just walked into the lasers because they're stupid.
Good job, guy.
Only the finest in the mighty Kilmaat Empire's army. Yeah, I am moving pretty cautiously here, because these guys do a lot of damage if you let them.
Yeah,
like I am letting them.
Your health bar is getting shredded.
Yeah, I got stuck in this really narrow hallway. There is a door over there behind the force field, so we will have to come back for that later. God damn it. Those are super fast, those projectiles. Like, you can technically avoid them, but at that range you just basically can't. They are not hit scan, but they might as well be. Especially if you're too close to them.
Right.
Like there. That also looked like he was kinda leading the shot. So yeah, this is quite a tough level, but of course we do have the full health that we saw earlier, so I should probably go for that. Oh, hello there, lads. I heard that. I like how he just kind of bounced up when he got blown up by the grenade.
He's trying to grenade jump.
Oh boy. Now there's a team doll in this level that, well, you'll see. But before we can get to that, we have some more of this.
Was it just a proximity laser thing, or?
I think so, yeah.
Like, they only turn it on when you get close? Okay.
Actually, a lot of people, when I was looking at playthroughs of this level earlier, they actually couldn't figure out that they were supposed to walk on the lit up path to shut off the lasers. So they would just kind of run around and wonder what the hell I'm supposed to do here, and then they would just grenade jump up to the bridge above that room. Which is maybe not ideal.
I suppose that is a solution.
Yeah, when that's the most intuitive solution, I think your level design may have some problems.
Yeah. Like, also, maybe a little more signposting that the lit up paths do turn off the lasers, because, like, the first time you pointed out the lasers, I don't think, or the path, I don't think there were any lasers on screen.
Nope. All the lasers were behind you.
Yeah, you just make it a little easier to see the cause and effect there.
Yeah, just, like, have one of those tiles, like, right in front of the whole laser gauntlet.
Yeah. Just something to make it clear that, like, hey, if you stand here, you will turn off the lasers for a little bit.
Right. I mean, of course, this is a 90s FPS, and back in the 90s, you know, games would often expect you to figure things out by yourself that were not necessarily the most intuitive in the world. But still.
I don't know, man. Like, Capcom was, like, phenomenal at teaching the player through level design with Mega Man, like, back in the 80s.
Well, yeah, I think... Well, mostly stuff like some of the later levels in Doom and that sort of thing, they are quite obtuse at times. And here's the exit. But we are not going to the exit. Oh no. Oh no. We are going right through this skybox, baby. Eventually. Sorry, Camel. Didn't mean to blow you up. No. Okay. So here, we have a team doll up there.
Oh no.
Oh no is correct. Well, better get to it, I guess. We will be here for a while.
This feels like a comeback with the thing that lets you just change your height.
I think if you've been collecting all of the team dolls, this is where you get that.
Ow. Ow.
Because there's actually 2 team dolls up there.
1 hour later.
Okay, let's try this again, shall we? It wasn't quite an hour, but it was a long time I spent here. That's not... There we go. Wasn't quite high enough.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
This is actually something they added in this version. At least they have the checkpoint right there and another one up here.
I suppose, and you know, having 2 team dolls is nice. For all that.
Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Yeah, some of them have the quote from Planet of the Apes. I'm not sure why, but there it is. Let's see if this goes any better the other way. Carefully does it. There we go, that wasn't so bad. Okay, now we can leave.
The fact that this was designed for Exhumed in mind, with meaning they had the checkpoint, the ability to put the checkpoint right there, makes that a lot more tolerable, but not by much.
Yeah, I still spent like half an hour there. At least. So this level is the Kilmaat Sanctuary, and this is actually the PlayStation version of Kilmaat Colony. Because again, the PlayStation version had to make modifications to many of the levels because the engine was designed for the Saturn and it couldn't handle the sort of big open areas as well on the PlayStation port.
Interesting.
So they redesigned some of these levels, and this is one of them. And this is just straight up the PlayStation level. Okay, so that we obviously have to blow up. And if we walk on the big plate in the middle, that fires off these death projectiles, so we can just turn those off from here.
Ah, classic indie trap.
Yep. So here I'm just kinda confused because why is this not opening? Then, oh yeah, I can just blow stuff up, can't I? I mean, my higher brain functions may have been slightly diminished after the whole Team Doll thing in the last level.
I don't blame you. It actually just reminded me of a time like I was playing when I was younger and like Other M was new. I was playing the game and like I was so confused on what to do because I couldn't figure out how to progress. Because I completely forgot that there's a cracked wall here and I can just blow that up.
Yeah, speaking of walls we can blow up, there's another one right down here that we have to blow up to progress. This level has like 4 of these... Well, basically just random walls you have to blow up. They are not really marked at all, as far as I can tell.
Can you at least see that there's a path down this way if you open the map?
Maybe. Although, at the moment I'm getting kind of chomped on by this fish. I think the wall texture there might have a... It might be a slightly different texture to show that you can destroy, but it's very subtle.
I see. Because like, as long as there's some indication of like, that you're supposed to blow that up, like that's probably okay.
But there really isn't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Just like hitting random walls until you find the way forward sucks.
Yeah, this level sucks. This also has some bits where the YouTubers I was watching just couldn't figure out where they're actually supposed to go, so they would just grenade jump up to the higher platform and just go from there. Okay, so we have now opened the door to this key here, which lets us progress from the starting room. Although, of course, we can't go back because the drop to the water was a one-way trip, so we have to blow up this wall. Now we did see that there was a path up there, but if your brain is stupid and can't connect these sort of dots, then you might be wondering, where the hell do I go? I probably could have done a better job avoiding those fireballs, but at this point I don't really care.
I don't blame you. Just one of those times where it's like, fuck it, take damage, save time.
Exactly. It might sometimes bite me in the ass just a bit. Because these last levels don't fuck around. Like these are actually difficult. It's quite easy to get killed here even if you have like all the health unks and all that stuff.
Right.
Especially if you're stupid like me, as we will see in just a moment. Oh god, fish.
Fish!
Okay, so these guys, I do the sort of smart thing with and just kind of run away from them, or swim rather, and shoot them from the surface. Oh, hello lads. Don't mind me. Oh, good, that was a trap. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so this other path here, this underwater path, oh hold on. At least that was pretty clearly marked. Okay, there's more fish, and I'm stuck, I can't move, oh god.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I didn't need any of that health anyway. Yeah, that was partially my fault, and yeah, you can't actually even get out of this way, so that was kind of a waste of health. I mean, you can get out of that if you have the dolphin ability, which you get if you collect half of the team dolls, but I haven't collected that many, so that's not gonna help me very much.
Yeah.
So the platform here, that falls. We actually do have to go down there, and we can hear that there's a whole party going on.
You gonna join?
Yeah, we do, but not all the way down, because that's death lasers, or death projectiles rather, which work like lasers. We'll go there in just a moment. We have a couple of slightly weird cuts in this level, because I did kinda... Well, you can see my health situation is a little bit sketchy at the moment, so this took a few attempts
Understandable.
to get through properly.
Yeah, this is a real gauntlet.
Okay, so... Actually, hold on. Take this guy out first. Just lure these guys further in so I can grab their juicy orbs. I really needed that. Now if we approach from this side, there's nothing really behind this door. I think there's a theme doll if we blow up the wall, but I'm not gonna do that. Nothing up there. But up here, this is the thing that all those YouTubers missed. Because that's pretty out of the way.
Yeah, it is.
And another wall that we have to blow up. But there is a checkpoint there, so you at least know that, okay, there's probably something there. Well, that wouldn't be there on the PlayStation, of course. But here it's at least kind of a signifier that, okay, there's probably something nearby.
Yeah.
We didn't actually go through the wall that we just blew up because we can't do anything there at the moment. Because we need to hit another switch before we can actually go there. And there for a moment, apparently I was too hench to just, well, dive down into this tunnel, which is not ideal. Okay, now we need to go down this thing. Yeah, I already blew those up earlier, but since I had to start from the checkpoint... Yeah, those were back because I didn't destroy them on that run. But yeah, if we go all the way down, we just die.
Yeah. It's a hell of a trap there.
Yeah, I may have fallen into that on my first go. Okay, so here, just gotta figure out what to... This time you don't blow anything up. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Fuck. Thank you. Yeah, that just opens. There's no indication it opens, it just does. Okay. So now we have this wonderful place here. Now, obviously we need to hit this switch to get rid of the death projectiles above us. And also have to avoid getting... Oh, right, if we return to the doorway, it just resets.
Ah! So you gotta do it on the way down, I guess.
Or you can just... Yeah, just do this. Yeah, here I was just checking. Okay, yeah. They have shut off and we can go now. Okay, yeah. That room has always been kind of confusing to me, but it's actually pretty simple. As long as you don't go back to the door, you'll be fine. Oh, good, thanks.
Crispy feet.
Yeah, lava pit you couldn't possibly see from down there. No, we are not going back that way. There is a switch we need to hit. Okay, now we can go through the wall we blew up earlier, or one of the many walls we blew up earlier. Because we have actually unlocked the door there. So now if we can just make our way to the right area over here. And there we go. And now we are above the one of the rooms we were in earlier, where we blew up the ceiling to kind of reveal this elevator. But that elevator, while it does take us to the exit, we of course need something before we can go up there.
Yeah.
Not the ammo, although we do need that as well. But another key. So let me just carefully maneuver myself. Oh, for fuck's sake, you can't even... Ah, brilliant. Okay.
I am understanding more and more why Metroid Prime just lets you magnetize pickups.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm not gonna go around, I'm just gonna grenade jump up here. Because it wants you to just go back, but I'm not going back, I'll just...
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, another one of these sudden lava pits that you can possibly see from down there, so... Always a fun time, that. No, I don't want to go up. We have done plenty of that. A wasp closet.
Ah, my favorite.
At least it wasn't like 4 Kilmaat soldiers. They are here.
I was gonna say, I count 3.
Well, close enough.
Oh no, don't shoot the camel!
Yeah, I thought there was still one of those guys left, but no.
Oh, he's your way out!
These you can't actually like shut down, you have to carefully maneuver yourself around them.
At least they give you plenty of space to do so.
Well, yeah, but I mean your hitbox is still fucking gigantic, so I still take this extremely carefully. You don't need to be this careful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but like at least it's not like super tight like that. Those two dev team dolls.
Yeah, well, that is that level done. I can't say I was a fan of that. But never mind, because it's time for the final showdown with the Queen of the Kilmaat Empire. So let's see what she's got. Thank you, friend. We will see you in the next life. Or something, I don't know. This Sphinx was actually added in the PlayStation version.
That would explain why it's more triangular than square.
That's a good point, actually. Didn't even think about that.
I was gonna say, like, that looks a little polygonal for something that was meant to be on Saturn.
I think those were doors to the left and right, but there's nothing we really need at this point, so let's just make our way forward. And here we have 6 platforms. And we gotta give up our artifacts to progress.
I see.
I mean, they were stolen. They were stolen by the Kilmaat, and we're just, we're giving them back.
So we no longer have access to them for the final level?
No, but the final level is only this boss fight. Now, if you have the unlockable abilities from the team dolls, those you can still use. Or, well, at least the vulture, because there's no water to use the dolphin one. But never mind that, because here's the final boss, the Queen of the Kilmaat. She doesn't want to get close to us, so we could see her better. Come on.
I love the skybox here.
I love the music in here.
Yeah, this is pretty rad.
Now the sprite of the boss looks way bigger on the Saturn for some reason. Okay, we have done enough damage to her exoskeleton because she starts spawning these evil Pac-Men. Also, there's not a whole lot of room to maneuver here. This is a pretty small platform, so watch out.
Oh, can you actually fall off?
Yes.
This would have been a good place to keep the what was it, the sandals? The Hermes sandals?
Yeah, probably, or the, the levitation, but the Feather of Horus. Also, the Ring of Ra does really good damage to these little guys. And we have also destroyed the exoskeleton, so now she's in this sort of, like, centipede mode. I'm not sure if she actually does anything in this mode, she just kind of jumps around. And now we have to destroy all the segments.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, once you reach this point, you're pretty much home free, because she doesn't really do much, and all the damage I'm doing is to myself.
Does she at least get faster the more segments you destroy?
I don't know, but she's done. That is sort of a cool fight, because it at least has, like, faces and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Now this is obviously where we're supposed to go, but I'll just have a quick look around just in case. Yeah, nothing here, just a little shuffle there to celebrate. So all we have to do now is to walk to the exit. I assume you can still fall off these walkways, so don't do that. Oh, there's our boy. We did it.
Listen to me now, and I will give you my kingdom on earth. You shall stand at the head of the living and wear the sacred crown of power and supremacy. You will rule everything on which the eye of the sun shines. The praise of all nations will be laid at your feet, and you will live forever, because I am giving you the gift of immortality. Leave this tomb now, as I seal it forever, and follow the path back to your people. May the gods shine on you, and give you peace for all eternity.
Well, since we do have all the pieces of the transmitter, we are broadcasting the distress signal, and therefore we now have an escape sequence.
Ooh, wait, what happens if you don't?
I think you just die.
Huh.
I've never actually seen the bad ending of this. But it doesn't really matter. Also, even though we are supposed to be immortal, that doesn't mean we are invulnerable, so we will still get hurt if we get hit by one of these fireballs. Like that. But it's fine because we are done.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's.
Well, it wouldn't be a Metroid game without an escape sequence at the end, I guess.
Your heroic efforts, the Valley of Karnak is no longer in danger. At last, the people of Egypt can begin rebuilding the new kingdom. The world rejoices, and a huge ceremony is held in your honor. A renewed sense of peace and happiness is adopted by everyone on Earth. Several centuries later, your immortal power is proven superior to all other living creatures, and you become King of the World.
Okay, good. So we are now the immortal God King of all existence. I'm sure that will never go wrong in any way whatsoever.
Wow, we're the king of the whole world?
Apparently so, yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't think that was really the point of PowerSlave, the song, which was a dying pharaoh's lament. But, you know, never mind. So yeah, that was PowerSlave, or Exhumed, or PowerSlave Exhumed. So what did you think?
Honestly, I think it was really neat to see like a prototypical Metroid Prime. A lot of the ideas I think needed some more time in the oven to like either flesh out or just like throw out entirely, like the fucking height-based jump puzzles. Like, I think those are garbage. But I've said as much the past couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with a lot of games that are ahead of their time, or just stuff that is ahead of its time in general, is that, well, it's too ahead of its time, so not everything is really properly formed, if you will.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be rough edges.
It's like I can see the blueprints for something really cool here, but we're just not quite there yet.
But I will say, though, if you play this on the Saturn, and you just fire this up without expecting anything, like you only maybe have heard the name, and then you start playing this and you realize that this is like a proto-Metroid Prime, that is cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually how I first played this. I had like no expectations whatsoever, I just fired it up, and oh, this is actually kinda awesome. Because I happened to get the PAL version in like a box of Saturn games, which cost me like 25 euros.
That's pretty rad, honestly.
I mean, the US version by itself is like 500 at this point, so I feel like I got a pretty good deal in all of that. The
Wait,
PAL version
really?
is not quite as yeah. The PAL version is not quite as expensive, but it's still pretty expensive.
PowerSlave, Saturn. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, apparently the instruction manual was written by Tom Christensen. Probably not the same Tom Christensen who has won 9 Le Mans 24-hour races.
Probably
And
not.
Lobotomy would also like to thank Tommy Tellerico.
Oof.
I like the fact they misspelled his name. But I'm sure his mother is still very proud.
What I wonder what Sega did with to get the credit here.
That probably kind of helped get this remaster going to begin with. Or like, get it released. Help get it released.
Yeah, probably.